my dog to die. I want my dog to be with her family that loves her.
Okay, a really interesting story here this morning that has us all talking here at work. As a Murray woman is fighting back a judge's order to have her dog be put down or sent out to a ranch after the dog was accused of biting a 2-year-old boy. But the owner says the cut the boy received was not a bite. It was, in fact, a cut.
Okay, here's the deal. Back in August, Shauna Thompson was eating with her dog at a restaurant. Here's surveillance video of this at Bear Lake. 2 small children go walking past the dog. That's when the dog attacks. You see it right there. Pulls the 2-year-old under the table. Thompson says one of the boys stepped on the dog's tail, initiating this. But the county attorney says the video proves that the dog attacked the boy unprovoked. Thompson plans to appeal this ruling.
My goodness, it is time for the Doug Wrap. We bring in Doug. Okay, here we go. This is one of those stories where I think people are side with the parents of the child or the owner of the dog, seemingly, right? Who in your wisdom prevails here and who shouldn't prevail?
I watched this video several times, and by the way, we have that surveillance video. It's 26 minutes and some odd seconds, 25 minutes, some odd seconds into it. And the whole time we're just sitting there watching that dog. People are walking by, people are around. I think what we have, for anybody who's a dog owner, we've all seen this. You have a dog in an unfamiliar environment. You have a dog that you are feeding. The owner said she was periodically feeding the dog chicken. The dog was around. I mean, you watch it for 25 minutes. The dog is extremely well behaved, no problem at all. And then all of a sudden, these 2 little boys, I mean, they are very close to this dog. Did they step on the tail or not? I don't know. The surveillance video doesn't show that. How the prosecutor can say absolutely that the dog was, quote unquote, unprovoked, I don't know. Maybe he has some methodology or some insight that I don't have. But those boys were very close to the dog. In my opinion, very well could have stepped on the dog's tail. So again,
we spot shadow it here. So take a look at your screen.
I can't tell.
Yeah, you can't tell. I watched it 3 or 4 times. And again, maybe they have methodology where they have enhanced this, but those boys are very close to the dog. The dog is facing in, so the dog is not aware. And so I think what we have is just a classic example. Most dog owners can relate to this, where a dog in an unfamiliar environment that is waiting for food or is being fed, whatever the case might be, all of a sudden is startled, maybe a degree of pain, and turns around and reacts. Now, who's at fault? That's
what we've been debating this morning. How
do you fault the owner? I mean, it doesn't look like the dog is a threat any time before this video.
No, for 25 minutes, I ended up fast forwarding. I thought, good grief, how long is this going to be? So I'm creeping along minute by minute by minute, and then, boy, finally at 25 minutes some odd, that it happens. And it's dramatic. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That dog somehow was startled, or the pain, whatever it was, those boys were close. And the other thing, too, that the owner is claiming is that it is a very straight, like a cut, rather than a puncture wound or some of us have seen dog bites, some of us have been bitten by a dog. And so I don't know. I have not seen the wound. But, the other thing about this little dog, big dog, Lilly, is that she's gone through, it's not like this is a neglected beast or has not been properly taken care of. She's actually received what is the equivalent of the Dog Good Citizen Award, has gone through some of the tests where the dog is approached by a stranger.
Oh, wow.
Different tests are made and passed, has the certificate to prove it. So now it's whether or not Lilly bites the dust and takes the long walk, or whether she's sent to a sheep ranch.
Right.
So at least there is that option, but I don't know if the judge will overturn this or not. 17,000 people plus have signed the petition to save Lilly's life.
That is a hot topic.
Really
as a dog owner, I don't know that anyone could tell me to put my dog down if there's no history of a bite or attacking or anything. But then you think about the child, too.
Sure. Well, if you were the parent of this child, I mean, you would obviously be upset. But there's some legitimate things to ask here.
Absolutely.
So that is a tough one.
I was bit in the head by a dog when I was about 2 years old. Still have the scar to prove it, so I have a lifelong fear of them. So I just tend to try to stay away.
That is a tough story. More to come, and that is the top story right now on KSL.com. If you want to dissect that video, check it out right there on the homepage.